Hello, dear students, and a very good morning to everyone. Today I am here with the geography part of the social science for class 8th, and here I am going to provide you the part second of the chapter number 9, that is human resources. Okay, as in the previous part we have learned about that what are human resources, okay, why human resources or people of the nation are considered as an ultimate resource of a country. We have learned about some of the terms, okay, in this video, or we have also learned about population distribution, that how population is distributed overall or on the earth's surface, as well as we have also learned about the factors that affect the population distribution. In this part we will also learn about the further topics. Let us see what are those. So first of all, it is important to know what is population. So whenever we use a word population, that means that the number of people living, okay, in an area, in a geographical area, the number of people, okay, the count of the number of people who are living in a geographical area, that is only known as population. That geographical area can be a village also, can be city also, okay, can be a town also, it can be a state, district or country or world. Okay, so population is all the organisms that belong to the same group. अगर human population की बात करेंगे, so the number of people living in particular area. Okay, एक village की if we will talk about the population of a village, that means how many number of people are living in that village area. Okay. Now let us see the next one, that is demography. So what is demography? Demography is the study of human population, the branch that study human population, that is only known as demography. Demo means population and graphy means measurement. That means the study of the measurement of the population, that is only known as demography. Now from here I want to explain you about population change. So if we will talk about population change, students, so population is increasing day by day. Okay, population has undergone a huge change in the past few years. After the Industrial Revolution, okay, after the Industrial Revolution in the 18th century, we see the most remarkable increase in the population as the resource base expand and scientific and technological advancement improve the quality of life. Okay, after the revolution, industrial revolution, the population of the world increased at a very huge rate. Okay, the population in the world has been growing at very varying rates, that means different rates at a very fast rate since the human first appeared on earth. Okay, when human was dependent, human was nomadic herders, they depend on natural or they depend on food gathering. At that time the population was very less, okay, and it was also increasing at a very slow rate. But as we started moving towards agriculture, trading, other economic activities, advancement and development, the population of the world started increasing, and today it is increasing at a very speed or at a very high speed. Okay, so what is population change? The population change refers to change in the number of people during a specific time. So if we will talk about the time when early humans were there, that is Paleolithic age, and if we will consider today's time, there is a huge change in the population. Okay, so that is only known as population change. That means the population change refers to the change in the number of people during a specific time. Okay, we can also take example like from 2000 till 2020. So what was the population in 2000 and what is the population in 2020? This is also a change. Okay, now the population has increased. So this is only known as the population change. We can choose any time. Okay, let us move further and know about that what are the factors that affect the change in population. Okay, why the population of a place changed. Okay, we have learned about many things. Now how the population increase? Population increases, there are various factors. Birth rate, the number of people getting birth or born in an area, the population will ultimately increase. Death rate, if the death rate will be very less, then also the population will be high. Immigration and emigration, there are two words, they are belonging to the migration. Okay, migration also decides the population change, because as we have learned that People move to from one place to another for the purpose of job employment and come to live comfortable life. Okay, so that is only these factors affect the population change. Birth rate is there, death rate is there, immigration is there, and emigration is there. Let us see what is birth rate. So if we consider birth rate, so birth rate means number of live births per 1,000 people. Like how many, okay, per 1,000 people में how many new birth is happening, that is only the birth rate. Okay, birth rate refers to the number of live births per 1,000 people. Okay, now what is death rate? Death rate refers to the number of deaths per 1,000 people. Okay, per 1,000 people how many people are dying, that is the death rate, and per 1,000 people how many people are taking birth or how many newborn birth is happening, that comes under this thing. Or both these factors affect the population change, because birth rate, that means it is increasing the population. Earlier it was not like that. Birth rate was also not that high because there was no such kind of healthcare facilities. So due to that only many children died at infancy only. That means they died infancy. Mortality rate मतलब वो पैदा होते ही मर जाया करते थे. Okay, if we will talk about death rate, so nowadays people are living for more time because there are more healthcare facilities. Earlier healthcare facilities was not there, and okay, and due to that only people die at early ages due to some diseases. Okay, now there are options to cure those diseases. Okay, so death rate and birth rate defines the population change. Okay, like you can see in the picture, first one, birth rate. If the birth rate is more, if birth rate ज़्यादा होगी, then okay, then the death rate. If birth rate is more than the death rate, then the population will increase. Okay, both goes side by side. If the birth rate and death rate are same, then the population remains steady. Okay, बढ़ नहीं रही है ना घट रही है, so population remains steady. But if the death rate is high in comparison to the birth rate, then the population will decrease. So both birth rate and death rate decides the population of a change, या population change of a place. Okay, so government used to keep the records, okay, that how many people are taking birth in one day, how many people are dying, all these are properly registered to maintain the change in population. Okay, record maintain. Now natural growth rate. Now what is natural growth rate? Natural growth rate is related to the birth rate and death rate only. Number of people taking birth, okay, if we will minus the number of death, suppose that I want to take out the natural growth rate of today. Okay, so number of children took birth, okay, number of people took birth, we will minus, okay, from this the death rates, how many people have died today. Okay, suppose that 100 people have took birth or 100 children have took birth today, okay, and 50 are died today. So we will minus it, subtract it from that, and we will get 50, the natural growth rate. So birth and deaths are the natural causes of population change. Due to this only the population changes. This is the natural cause. Okay, that is why if the population of a place is increasing, the people used to say, or the government used to say, that control the birth rate. Okay, if we will control the birth rate, that means the country that are having less birth rate, okay, there the population of that place is less. In India there is a strong need, or in China there is a strong need to control the birth rate, okay, because due to it only the population of country is increasing. In India, I think every second 51 children took birth. Okay, every second 51 children took birth. So that is a great increase in the population of the country. The difference between, now what is natural growth rate? The definition is the difference between the birth rate and the death rate of a country is called the natural growth rate. Okay, natural growth rate means the difference between the birth rate and the death rate. Okay, the population increase in the world is mainly due to rapid increase in natural growth rate. Since because births are more, okay, and deaths are less, okay, so that is why the natural growth rate is very high, and due to this only the increasing, or the population of the world is increasing rapidly. Okay, let us move further and know about what is migration. So what is migration? Migration means the permanent movement of person from one geographical location to another. Suppose that I was living in village, okay, and I moved to the city permanently. I have constructed my house here and I'm living here, I'm getting my education here, I started working here. So what I did, or what people did, they migrate from one place to another permanently. That is known as migration. Now migration is also of two types, okay, that is immigration and emigration, coming and going. What is immigration? Immigration is a process of coming to live permanently in a country that is not your country, okay. देखो होता क्या exactly, it is India and it is America, ठीक है. I am leaving my country and going to America. I am leaving my country and going to America for settling down there permanently. So for America, I am immigrant. Okay, for America, I am immigrant because I am coming to that country. Because okay, समझ आया? I am going to that country. तो for America, I am immigrant, and for India, I am emigrant. Okay, for India, I am emigrant. Okay, what is emigration? Emigration is the act of leaving a resident country, because I belongs to India, my nationality is India, but I am leaving my country India, I am going to America. Okay, so that is why for India I am emigrant and for America I am immigrant. Okay, so these two concepts are there. Okay, what is immigration and emigration are the form of migration only. When people used to leave their own country, so that is known as emigration. And when they go to another country for living, so that for that country they are immigrants. So this is only the difference between the emigration and immigration. And emigration and immigration also affects the population of a country a lot more. Okay, because don't go for other nation. Just think about your Gorakhpur only. Okay. Earlier, if we will talk about year 10-15 years ago about Gorakhpur, so the population of this district is not that much. Okay, people started migrating to this area because of better facilities. Okay, they started constructing their houses here, and Gorakhpur has also become crowded. Okay, so now the population of Gorakhpur has been changed. Okay, because more and more people have started residing here. So this is only the concept of population change. Okay, population change depend on various things. Population change depend upon birth rate, death rate, ठीक है, natural growth rate, migration, that is immigration, and emigration. Now what is life expectancy? Life expectancy means how many years a person is going to live. Suppose that life expectancy मतलब ये हुआ, the term life expectancy refers to the number of years a person can expect to live. Okay, that is only known as life expectancy, that for how many years a person is going to live. So if we will talk about life expectancy, so life, देखो, better medical facilities, if better medical facilities will be provided, then the life expectancy will increase. Better medical facilities will lead to increase in life expectancy. But the countries, okay, that are not having good medical facilities, the life expectancy of those countries are very less. So if we will talk about the underdeveloped countries, the countries that are underdeveloped, so in those countries the medical facilities, okay, are poor, okay, and that is why lack of proper nourishment is not there, and that is only the reason that their life expectancy is very less. But if we will talk about the developed economies that are having good money and the economy is good, a large old age segment, that means old population, the people of old age groups are more, that means their life expectancy is more. मतलब in that country people are living for more years in comparison to the underdeveloped country, क्योंकि underdeveloped country में better medical facilities नहीं है, and that is why people are dying due to some diseases, okay, or at a very younger ages. So this is only what is life expectancy. This word means how many number of years, ठीक है, the number of years a person can expect to live, कितने साल तक a person can live, that is only known as life expectancy. So I hope about life expectancy it is clear. And life expectancy also tell us about or also affect the population of a place. Okay, life expectancy, if a person is living for 70 years, that means for every 10 years he is counted as the population. Okay, but a person is only living for 20 years, that means so due to him only the population reduces. So this is only the reason, this is the concept of life expectancy. Let us move further. and know about the world population. So students, world population is increasing at a very great pace, at a very great speed. Here this is a survey done in 2015, okay. In 1950, the population of the country, as you can see, it was, I think, the population of the country was very less, okay, and it keep on increasing. It keep on increasing, and as you can see, in 2050 the population will become 9 billion, okay. So that is only the population change, okay. So if we will talk about near 1750 till 1900, the year 1750 till 1900, world population nearly doubled from 700 million to 1.7 billion. Earlier population was very less. Due to industrial revolution, the population doubled. It became approximately 2 billion, okay. So due to, if we come on increasing, as the year increased and increased, in 2000, okay, the world population hit by 6 billion, okay. समझ आ रहा है? The world population increases by 6 billion, and again, as I have explained you, the continent that are having large population is Asia and Africa. So these two continents were having a large population at that time also, okay. So it is believed that, अगर अभी की बात करेंगे, so the current population according to record, in this graph you can see that the current population of the world is 7 billion, okay. It is according to this graph that current population is approximately 7 billion, but the current population of the world is 7.8 billion. So that means that we are increasing like that only, and in 2050 I think we will be more than 9 billion, okay. Let us move further. This is about world population, okay, overall population, and as I have explained you that only 10 countries of the world are there in which more than, okay, 60% of the population is living, okay, and their population in each country, the population is more than 100 billion, okay. If we will talk about India now, so the population of India is currently 1.36 billion. The population of India is 1.36 billion, okay. That means approximately 135.26 crore. That is why India is at the second position. If we will talk about China, so the population of China is 139.27 crore, okay. So this is only the leading populative countries. World, if we will compare, look at in this diagram, if we will compare, so China is having the first and India is at the second. These are the 10 countries that are having highly populated in the world, okay. Then US is there. US is having only 32.72 crore population. So this is only the part of India that is paying in the, with respect to population in the world. If we will talk about the population of the major states of India, if India के population की बात करेंगे, so in India, Uttar Pradesh is the state that is having the highest population. After that, Maharashtra is there, Bihar is there, okay, and West Bengal is there. So all these are the states of India that are highly populated, okay. Uttar Pradesh is the highly populated state of India. Here I am providing you one chart. As you can see here, the 5 states that are having more population: Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Bihar, West Bengal and Andhra Pradesh. The least populated states or union territories, Lakshadweep is the union territory that is having very less population, okay. And states, if we will talk about, so that is Sikkim. Sikkim is the state with very less population, okay. So like that only, there here bottom 5 states or that is given, and here top 5 states are given of India. This is the population change of population of India. Now move further. Now here we are going to learn about a new concept, that is population composition, ठीक है. Before starting it, I want to explain one more thing. If we will talk about the developed nation, ठीक है, अगर हम developed nation की बात करेंगे, तो in developed nation natural growth rate is decreasing, okay. Natural growth rate is also decreasing, death rate is also decreasing, as well as the birth rate is also decreasing. And since all these 3 factors are decreasing, that is why those nations or the developed nations are able to control their population. But if we will talk about Asia and Africa continent or the countries that lies here, why the population of these nations or continents that are lying in this nation, okay, that the nations that are lying in this continent are high, because death rate is less here and birth rate is increasing, okay, birth rate is high or more than the death rate. That is why the population of this place is increasing, and that result in growing of population. Okay, now we are going to learn about population composition. So whenever we use this word population composition, so what is the meaning of population composition? Means what, like if I ask you about that, tell me the composition of air, okay, atmosphere. So what you will tell me? The gases that are existing in air, okay, like that only. If I have asked you about what is the, tell me the population composition. So what is population composition? Population composition includes a study of age structure, a study of sex composition. Age structure का मतलब the people are divided into different age groups, okay, that how many, कितने age groups के how many people are there, like that only the age is calculated. Sex composition, how many males are there, how many females are there. Rural urban segment is also counted, that how many people are living in rural areas, urban areas, as well as occupational structure is also counted, okay, that how many people are engaged in agriculture, how many people are engaged in tertiary activity, secondary activity, okay, that is also the part of population composition, okay, as well as literacy levels, like whenever census, जब भी census निकाला जाता है तो all these are counted, that which state is highly populated, in which state the ratio of female is good, okay, sex ratio किस state का ज़्यादा है, as well as how many languages we used to speak, okay, on that basis also, that how many people are speaking Hindi in India, how many people are speaking English in India, okay, like that also age population composition is considered. Religion, how many people belongs to Hinduism, how many people belongs to Buddhism, all these are counted, and on the basis of this only the population of a place is being counted, okay. So this is only known as population composition. So if we will talk about population composition, so population composition is the description of population. That means it is the detailing of the population according to several characteristics. And what are those characteristics? Composition of population by sex, like how many males and how many females. Composition of population by age, okay, that which age groups, yeah, we divide the age groups, okay, I will explain you. Composition of population by caste or religion, okay, and composition of population by language. Not only this much, composition of language is on literacy basis also, occupational structure also, that how many people are engaged in agriculture, how many people are engaged in different occupations, okay. Let us move further. Let us see sex composition. The two main composition that we have to learn is sex composition and age structure, okay. That was only most important, that only we are going to discuss in population composition. Sex composition का मतलब होता है, what is the meaning of sex composition? Sex ratio. It is the ratio between the number of women and men in population. In India, how we used to measure the sex ratio, we use, since males are more in India, so that is why we calculate how many females are there on 1000 males, okay. How we used to measure the sex ratio, that how many women are there on 1000 males, okay. If we choose a place, okay, we count 1000 males there, and how many females are there with respect to 1000 males, okay. So if you will talk about India, so 940 females are there with respect to 100 males. So that is only the sex ratio of India. The world average is 100 male per 100 female. So overall, if we will take the average, so there are 102 females with respect to or per 100 males, okay. So the regions sex ratio high or less आपको पता होगा. Sex ratio, that means the number of female is less in comparison to the male members. In India, Haryana is there, Gujarat is there, Rajasthan is there, that are having less sex ratio, okay. So the regions where discrimination या जहाँ पे gender based discrimination is rampant, their sex ratio is unfavorable for women. In such cases, female foeticide, infanticide, domestic violence prevalent, so there the sex ratio is less. Let us move further and know about what is age composition, how people are divided on the basis of age. So देखो, the population of nation is generally grouped into three categories. Okay, the first category is children, the next category is working age, and the third category is aged people. So if we will talk about the children, if we will talk about children, so below 15 years the population is considered as children. Okay, and all of you are knowing that this population section is unproductive. Okay, the people, those who are below 15 years or the age group that are below 15 years are considered as the dependent sector of the population. Why they are considered as dependent section of the population? Because they not produce anything, they are not participating in the development of the economy. So this age group is considered as unproductive. Okay, and that has no economic benefit. But working age is the most economically valuable section of the society. That means the section of the society from 15 years to 59 years is considered as the most important section of the society, because they are only contributing in the economic development of a nation. So the nation that is having more population of this age group, that means the nation that is having more population of the age group 15 to 59, that nation is considered as the developed nation. Okay, that nation will see economic development. Okay, now aged above 59 years, it is also unproductive. The people who are aged 60 years, after 60 in India, people used to get retired. So those people after 60, they are unproductive because they are depending on someone else for their livelihood. Okay, so like that only the age group, the first and last categories are named as dependent categories. They are dependent, okay, and unproductive. And the age group of this one, working age group, is considered as economically valuable or the independent section of the society. So देखो, age composition, if we will talk about children, they are economically unproductive. Children are considered to be economically unproductive and need to be provided with, and even people they are dependent on someone else, because parents has to provide them food, clothing, education and medical care. Okay, so children below, or the population below 15 years is considered as children, and they are considered as dependent section, and they are economically unproductive. Working age group, that is from 15, okay, to 59 or 16 to 59, they are economically productive. This age group is economically productive and biologically reproductive also. This is only the section that involves in increasing the population of the country also. They comprise the working population, and they are only the population that works for the development of the economy of the nation. Now aged people, they can be economically productive, though they may have retired. Some aged people can be productive. Okay, so basically this group is also considered as unproductive only, because very less people are found to be productive in this age group. Let us move further. Age structure पढ़ेंगे, ठीक है. Now how we used to learn about population composition. So we used to learn about population composition with the help of age sex pyramid. Okay, age sex pyramid. First of all देख लो age structure कैसे होता है. You can see one diagram is there. Age structure show number of male and female in different age groups. What is age structure? Age structure usually show that how many number of males and females belongs to different age group. A good way to determine how many people at what age group lives in an area is to use an age pyramid which measures age structure. There is age sex pyramid, okay, that measures or that tells us about the population, okay, of a place. So the shape of the population pyramid only, or the age sex pyramid only, tell us the story of the people living in that particular area. By age sex pyramid only, we come to know about that how the population of the particular place is. It is one of the important indicator of population composition. Okay, so population pyramid depict the population composition of a country. That I will show you what is population pyramid. It is also known as age sex pyramid because they show the population not only by age but also by relative proportion of men men and women in each group. That is why it is considered as age-sex pyramid, and that is the age-sex pyramid is used to study the population composition of a place. Let us learn about this. What is population pyramid? देखो क्या होता है? It is a diagram. What is population pyramid? It is a diagram. Okay, gives information about the proportion of males and females in each age group. Okay, different age groups are divided in this, and this diagram tells us about that how many males and females are in different age groups. Also shows proportion of young people, working people and elderly people. As I have explained you that the age structure or age composition is divided into 3 groups. ठीक है? So that is only. Now here you can see this is only the age-sex pyramid. Okay, here you can see, wait. This side is showing, okay, number of males and females. The blue part is for males and the pink part or red part is for females. Okay, here you can see they are divided into different age groups. Okay, like 0 to 4, 5 to 9, 10 to 14, 15 to 19, 30 to 34, 24, 35 to 39, 30 to 34, okay, 35 to 39. This is different age groups. Okay, so 0 to 4 में how many males are there, how many males are there and how many females are there. 5 to 9 में how many males are there, how many females are there. Okay, I hope all of you are able to see that. देखो what happens in this age pyramid. तो if we will consider from here 10 to 14 तक की बात करते हैं. This is the dependent section ना, this is the section of children. So this is the dependent section. Okay, now in this diagram just have a look. The bottom is broad. Here you can see now the bottom of this pyramid is broad. Since the bottom of this pyramid is broad and bottom is showing that group of children from 0 to 15 years. Okay, so it is showing the birth rate of the country. The bottom of the pyramid shows the birth rate of the country. Okay, birth rate of the country का मतलब if the pyramid is broader, if the pyramid is broader in the bottom, that means the birth rate of that country is high. Okay, and it is broader here, that means in this country the dependent section, that means the group of children is more. Okay, now if we will go to the upper side, here you can see from 60, okay, the group from 60 to 100 or 90, whatever it is. This is also the dependent section, and as you can see this graph is steeping, मतलब steep fall दिख रहा है हमें. ठीक है, population is getting very less at a very steep point. Okay, that means that the population of this country is decreasing. Okay, इसमें यहाँ देखो how many people are taking birth and how many people are remains in this section. So the people who are taking birth, either they are died after taking birth, okay, or either means young age group tak very less people are there. Okay, now if we will talk about the top, that means better medical facilities are not there. That is why the people are dying. That means aged people are also not that much, and that is why it is proving that the medical facilities of this place is not. So top portion is showing us the death rate. Okay, the bottom is showing us the birth rate and the top portion is showing us the death rate. Okay, or the people below. So the population pyramid also tells us how many dependents are there in country. It is showing now that is age group में how many people are there, in this age group how many people are there, so how many dependents group are there, and how many people are productive or economically productive. That also this pyramid shows. Okay, the population pyramid of the country in which birth rate is high and death rate is less. Okay, जिस pyramid में birth rate high होगा, death rate will be less, is broad at the base. Okay, as you can see in this one, death rate is very less. Okay, death rate क्या हो रही है, birth rate is also high and death rate is also high in this country. Birth rate भी high है and death rate is also high. Birth rate high है, इसका मतलब it is broad at the base, and death rate high है और rapidly narrow हो रही है. That means the death rate is also high in this country. Let us take example. As you can see the map of India. Okay, this is the pyramid of India. This is the age-sex pyramid of India in the year 2006. Okay, so here you can see the age group 10 to 14. Okay, it is showing the birth rate of India. ये birth rate दिखा रहा है इंडिया का. here you can see from 65 to, from here it is showing the death rate of India. It is showing the death rate, okay. And this, the middle portion, okay, the middle portion is showing the productive age group or economically productive age group, okay. So as you can see that base is broad. Base कैसा है? It is broad. That means the birth rate of India is high, okay. And you can see here that economically productive जो section है, that is also not very lessening, okay. So here what happened, that they are also surviving, okay. So populate, there is not steep fall like that picture, like this diagram there is not steep fall, okay. So many people are living and more people are contributing. That means in India the economic population is good. The people, those who are independent, are more. And if we will talk about the death rate, the death rate is also controlled, because as you can see in 65 to 69 years, okay, many people are living. After 70-80 the people died due to natural death only, okay. But 65 or up to 80, if the population is good, that means better medical facilities are provided to the people of the country. Now let us move further. Here you can see it is also the pyramid of India, and it is taken in the year 2019. Are you able to see that the base has become narrower? The base has become narrower. That means the birth rate is controlled in India, okay. Now as you can see it is broader here. It is broader here. That means that economically independent section is good in India. Means young people ज़्यादा है India में. That means the India can develop economically, okay. Like that only, as you can see, death rate is also not falling steadily, okay. Death rate is also not falling steadily. That means better medical facilities are also provided in India, okay. So this is only the age sex pyramid. With this only we used to read out, okay. We used to read out the population or composition of a place, okay. Now here you can see the population pyramid of America, okay. You can see here the population pyramid of America. It is very narrow at the base. That means the birth rate is very less here, okay. And you can see here the economic section is good, okay. Economic section is good. That means that is why America or United States is developing good, because they are having जो economically productive section of the society is more, okay. So like this only we used to learn about the population composition also, okay. So population composition is basically based on age structure and sex ratio, and on the basis of that we used to study the population composition of a place, and it determines the condition of the country, that whether that country is economically developing or not, okay. But the increasing rate of population in India is a very we can say that it is a very concerned topic, okay. The population of India is keep on increasing, and not only India, whatever countries are there whose population is increasing at a very high rate, okay, people are getting more and more, and that is why resource development facilities are not provided that much. That means if population will increase rapidly, so better education facilities will not be provided to the people, okay, and skill or training lots everywhere the people will be there, okay. So due to increasing population, poverty will also increase, way of living standard will also decrease. So that is why resource development cannot keep pace, cannot keep speed with population growth in developing nations, because as their population is increasing, the government is not able to provide resource development facilities. So all this only leads to, that means increasing population only leads to shortage of food supply, inadequate power supply, lower standard of living, housing, even water problems, slum areas will increase, healthcare problems will also increase, okay. So the problem of increasing population is a very serious problem, and it must be dealt with the government. The government should adopt effective measures to check the population growth of a country. Otherwise, India will become, और मुझे लग रहा है that in the census of 2022, India will become the first or the most populous nation of the world, okay. So for that only people should adopt, or the government should adopt several policies that deal with the increase in population, okay. So this is all for this chapter also. this chapter is also completed now. So the portion of geography, okay, for class 8th is also completed. So I hope all of you will watch the video properly, okay, and read your book properly. Then whatever you are having problems, just ask me during the Zoom classes. I will be there, okay. So thank you, students.